Okay, anybody care to guess what I've gotten myself into? Let's flip around and we'll talk about it. That's funny, it just dawned on me. I kind of need that hood, but I don't want to run it on this car. Anyway, it is now Tuesday evening, about 7 o'clock. I got a call on Saturday late Saturday, asking if I was interested in doing a team thing. I said, yeah, sure, I'll run my caddy. That's a quick up and runner. No, it's an 80s class. So, long story short, what had to happen, and thank goodness I had this roller sitting here, already gutted, diff welded. The Oldsmobile motor and tranny were still in it. So I had, number one, dig it out. And when I mean dig it out, like anything else around here, if I tell you, yeah, I got it, but I got to dig it out. It was sitting all the way backed up to the fence, and then there was all kinds of. Sometimes I'm so ashamed of my yard. It also turns up stuff that I need all the time. Anyway, it was buried. I started at, I don't know, 7 o'clock and probably had it dug out by 9. Scooted around, started cleaning it out and getting ready. And I'm guessing I probably had the car ready to start building by noon. That was Sunday, day 1. Day 2, I also dug out a bunch of stuff. I got that small block out. I got a Turbo 400 from Outback. Had to dig up drive shafts, bumper, just generally splitting time between dragging stuff out and getting stuff put together. So, for whatever reason, I think it's due to the oil pan on this motor, don't matter. I planned on setting it in there, landing it, and welding the mounts, but lo and behold, my fuel pump had a little issue. So we unissued it. I might take the fuel pump back out and heat it and beat the shit out of it there. In there. But as tight as the motor will be tied down, I'm not too stressed about it. I'll make sure it don't move in its cradles. Because all I'm doing is running stock mounts and a couple down chains. Of course, had the headers hanging out. This bumper was the one on the car when I was in Camp Verde, and we had the multiple car lockdown on a particular purple car. Seems like there was some orange on here too from another one of my guys' friends. But yeah, this poor guy, the powers that be were just talking about no multiple car hits, and that poor cat got caught up in the middle of 4 of us. And me and a friend hit, and my bumper tied up in his motor chain, and there we sat, and it just went downhill from there. So, I've done my 4 allowed plates. Yeah, I'll show you where I put them. I don't give a shit. That's the next big thing. I was trying to finish burning a tank of gas today so I could be on a fresh one and wouldn't have to worry about running out. So, I was welding everything in sight. So, long story short, after some messing around, drivetrain's all set in, rock and roll ready. I still got to work on steering issues. I think that's not going to be a big issue one way or the other to fill that gap. Brakes. This plastic shit's going away, and I'm only going to run rears. And the reason I'm only going to run rears is because I decided to break out some of my goodies because it's legal. I've been sitting on this stuff for, oh bless my heart, I bought it clear back for when we were going to do the thing here at the fairgrounds in Prescott Valley. Anyway, so I got the pedals, I got my heavy shifter. Steering is basically landed where it's going to need to be. Seats where I'm liking it. This is the first part of the crash cage that's welded up tight. Got my back bars. Got lucky. That's not as heavy as I would like, but probably way heavy enough for my inner door bars. And then I got a pile of miscellaneous tube to get the rest of the stuff done. It's a keep me safe box, not a roll cage, so don't, you know, yes, it's tied to the body, but not in any way that's going to keep it from doing anything crazy and helping the car live longer, I don't believe. So, what do we still have to do? Well, we got systems, fuel, tranny cooler, electrical, and that's besides. I'm going to get the cage set up to the point tonight. I think that's what I'm going to focus on, to where everything's in but the door bars, so I can still easily work in the car. And then, you know, I'll get my uprights and my crossbar built into it, and I'll get it stood up. And I'm doing it really bad. Anyway, we'll have a cross, you know, that's the upright. It'll have a back bar and a down bar, and in the middle there'll be another down bar going to set the shifter on. And yeah, gas tank protectors. It's all, I'm putting this together pretty much all welded. I ain't bolting shit. I can always cut out afterwards, and this is pretty much a one-run car, to the point of it had a fiberglass deck lid and an aluminum hood. So we're starting crippled, but I got a couple ideas. Like I said, oh, Griswold's hood's right there. That is a steel hood, but that one got to stay there because it represents. And always remember, don't panic and know where your towel's at. So with that, 6-7 minutes. Yep, I'm going to get after it. Like I said, the next thing I think is, now that I kind of know where my steering wheel's going to be and my seat's going to be, I can literally start knocking out the rest of the cage and get after it. So we're going to give it at least another 2-3 hours tonight. Oh, yeah. For those that care and wonder or even give a shit, I'm going to see if I'll make it. It's Tuesday night. The event is Saturday in Hurricane, Utah. So I have whatever's left tonight, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and I have to have this car in Hurricane Saturday morning. So what have I got hours-wise? Well, there's 10, 20, 30, 34 at the moment. By day's end will be, we'll be not quite 40, but that's in 3 days. So, small block Chevy, turbo 400, 10 bolt, stock as stock can get class. We do squares on the doors. I could chain it or wire it, but welding is fastest. So, okay, guys, it is, like I said, about 7:30 on Tuesday night. We will keep you posted.